Good morning to all my dear students. Dear children, food is very important to survival of living organism, right? For our growth, development and many vital functions like digestion, respiration, excretion and also many activities like running, walking, raising. All these things we need food, right? In this pandemic condition, we need immunity power also. We know that we have to eat healthy food, right? From where we get these food, children? We can get food from plants and animals, is it? We are eating many cereals, grains, pulse. We can get these food from our plants. What about meat, milk, egg? That also we are eating. And we can get that food from animals. So we are depending plants and animals, is it? In our 7th grade, we learned already about type of nutrition. Right, that is autotrophs and heterotrophs. Is it, children? Did you remember that one? Okay, very good. In autotrophs, plants which are producing food for themselves, that are autotrophs. What about heterotrophs? That is, we are depending plants for food. Right, that is heterotrophs. Right, children? So, we are depending plants and animals for food, right? Students, today we would be starting with lesson 1, crop production and management. But for a while, you have to forget you are a science student. Just think, you are in a farm and you have one farmer here. Now what we will do? We would just take a journey to farm and check how crop is grown, how ultimately it comes to the market, and finally how you consume it. When we are checking about the history of agriculture, people are wondering to get the food from one place to another, and that time they just think about why they are going to wandering to get the food, why they can farming the same food in a one place and they can eat easily, they can survive easily. When population increase, they think about importance of agriculture. Do you know, children? Our Mahatma Gandhiji once said agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Dear children, in this lesson I am going to explain about crop production and management of crops. So what is crops, children? How we have to produce the crop? What is crop production? Crops means plants of same kind of plants. Plants of same kind grown at a place and cultivate in a large scale. Okay, that is we call crops. Okay, we have to cultivate in a large scale because if the population is increased, we need food, right? We can classify crops based on its use, like cereals, grains, pulses, like that. Based on season, we can classify crops as a kharif crops and rabi crops. Okay, so kharif crops means the crops which are sown in rainy season. They need water to grow that plants. For example, we can like maize plants and cotton plants, like that. In India, we are selecting June to September month for doing kharif crop. Then next crop is rabi crop. We can check the difference. In rabi crop, seeds are sown in winter season. That is, in winter season, we are selecting for doing rabi crops. Okay, we are selecting October to March month for doing these rabi crops. And rabi crops, we can say the example of wheat crops and then grams. These are cultivating in rabi crops. Okay. So for better cultivation of crops, we have to use some practices in our field. What all are they? We can check that one. Some practices for cultivation. That are preparation of soil. Then second one is sowing. Then adding manure and fertilizer. Then irrigation. Then protection from weeds. Then harvesting. After that, you have to store that food. That is storage. Okay. So these all are the main agricultural practices we are using in cultivation of crops. So dear children, more about the cultivation of crops we will learn in our next class. So all should have to read the chapter. Okay, we can meet in our next class. Thank you.